3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Forex Trading Show. Forex trading live every weekday morning. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Set back, relax, and get ready to profit. And now, your host, Terry from FXWithTerry.com.
Smart investors are flocking to the FX with Terry automated trading system. This is 100% fully automated Forex trading. This intelligent AI trading algorithm works for you 24 hours per day. Daily live results and nothing but net profit. No other system comes close to the automated profit potential of this system. Start trading for free today with 100% help and support by visiting FXWithTerry.com and plug into the profit-making potential. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Join the top 10% of traders that are winning every day through automation. FXWithTerry.com is your path to Forex trading success.
Absolutely zero analysis is what we're going to do. If you like the dopamine drug brain hit from looking at charts, there's a bunch of people out there looking at charts right now. You're welcome to do that. Let's dig into this. We are looking at the free signal, the free trade that I give out on a daily, on a regular basis. Regular basis meaning every time it takes profit, we enter another one. That's pretty much been daily. The market is very favorable. Market actually came to a complete halt last night. I don't know why. Every currency pair went right down to nothing and just stayed there for a while. I've never seen that before. I feel like it's like a bow and arrow where they're like pulling it back, and then they're going to let it go. We'll see. NZD USD is the trade we took yesterday, which we were in several before that. Easily took profit for a total of $803.89 worth of profit over the last 5 trading days using my free signal trade. Like, what? That's incredible. It's incredible. Are you taking these trades? I bet you're not. I bet someone in the Forex world told you to set a stop loss and make sure you use a shitty repainting indicator to find out when to enter, and you did that for a while and lost all your money, and you're like, this doesn't work. Guess what? It's hard, but this works. This isn't hard. Forex trading is hard if you don't have this. If you don't have this algorithm, if you don't have this mindset. Wait until you see the results of my random trader series today. If you're not beside yourself after seeing what I show you today, you're absolutely crazy. So we're going to go through results. Stand by for that. We're going to go through the random trader. We're going to go through a bunch of different test results, which are really impressive. Things I'm running on my own live accounts. And we're going to talk about you potentially, I don't know where you're at with this, but you potentially trading, running, working your very first robot. Pretty impressive stuff. So I won't get too far into it, but I'm gonna plant some seeds today as far as robots and automation and what to do. And in the end, I really want to turn this group into a bunch of professional robot traders, with me leading the way, because I'll tell you what, I do have this concept of automated trading and robots and EAs, expert advisors, as they're called. I've got it down pat. We're good to go. I see someone here. Why does that not work when I click it? Vince says, "Good morning, Terry." And I know what your real name is now. And it ain't Vince. Let's get into this. So no free trade open right now. Might as well take one. So to do that, I'm going to go to the pause. We'll open up the full algorithm. Take a look at what's available. There's a trade that just went off. USD JPY is modified. Added another buy trade. So look at this. So $24. I'm sorry, I'm not showing it. $24 drawdown. I'm really going to have to sneeze. Sorry, take a pause before I blow your ear out. I'll try to hit the mute button this time. What's up with me sneezing, man? I don't sneeze at all. I think it got like unseasonably cold last night. So it's got me a little stuffed up. Cold for where I'm at. I don't know. It was probably 50 degrees. So let's jump into one of these trades. Let's tell the AI system which one we want. I don't know which one we want. While we're here, let's look at what the full algorithm is doing. So $20 drawdown. I'm telling you, there were no trades last night. What are we in? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trades out of 22 pairs. Actually, and here's the thing to look at. It's all relative. $32.30 worth of closure last night on the entire algorithm. That's scalable. Scale it up to whatever you want for your account. I have to say that because I get messages every day that say, well, Terry, I like your algorithm, but you're showing that it only made $32 today. And frankly, Terry, I've had robots that make more than that. Yeah, no, you haven't. You haven't had any that make more than that because they can't survive. They'll kill your account. They'll crush your account. This has been going for over 4 years. Crushing it. Yeah, we've had some crazy market swings. And if you're not bidding properly, or more importantly, if you don't know how to manage your account, you got in trouble. We have evolved a lot. And one of the advantages we have now is our recovery system, EA, our recovery system robot. And whenever anything gets out of control, we just put that on it and it takes care of everything. So, looking at the trades here, what would I jump into? NZD-JPY maybe? Euro AUD? Nobody wants to be in that one again. Yeah, let's do NZD-JPY. So there's 2 trades there. Let's jump into them. NZD-JPY second trade. So I'm going to pause here. NZD-JPY second trade. Let me pull this up in my AI system. Stand by. NZD-JPY. And I said the second trade. Let's do it. Okay, we're already there, so this should go pretty quick. There it is, and there it is. You're welcome. Giving the world free money. I'm literally handing you free money right now. Will you take it? Free money. Free money, everybody. Tell your friends. Free money. Well, how's it free money? Well, this guy, he's got this robot algorithm and he shares this free trade with us every day and it wins every day. So it's pretty much free money. Even if you throw $1,000 into an account and bid 10 cents, it's free money. You're making free money. You probably do really well. If you took a $1,000 account and took my free trades on a daily basis, you probably do extremely well. I don't know why you wouldn't, other than you making, a personal mistake. So here is Derek. Derek says, it does. A recovery tool is such a beautiful thing to watch. Derek has seen this in real life on a live account that he sent me, and I put the recovery system on there and recovered him right out of the crazy manual trades he was entering over there. Certainly one of the leaders of our degenerate gambler group. So if you'd like to really be a degenerate gambler, send Derek a friend request. There you go, Derek. You're going to get 100 friend requests today. You're welcome. All right, so we're in this free trade. The take profit from the auto system, 81.908. Enter it. What are you doing? Go set Go set yourself up a free demo account. Take this trade. Find out how absolutely batshit crazy I am. Or not. One or the other. So basically at this point, we've looked at the full algorithm. We've looked at the free signal trade. We're in it. Let's go back to the pause here. I'm going to jump and look at a few of the other side feeds, copy trade feeds that we have. Let me pull this one up. 87, 81. I'm telling you, man. So this, we are in, this is called the 10 pip hybrid. We are in Euro AUD on this one. We're in a group of trades. Closure overnight, $6.63. That's the feed. So you can scale that number up to any profit you want, but nonetheless, it is an absolute net profit. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. That feed is doing well. Let's go back to the pause. We'll go to the, what I call the OPP feed. Let me look at the account number here, 8797. There it is. As far as the one profitable pair feed, you can copy from this particular feed. If you're a subscriber in my system, we're in AUD CAD right now and closed $11.91 overnight. Nothing but net profit, and that is a scalable number. You can scale it up to wherever you want. This particular feed, the one profitable pair feed, is exactly that. It grabs one profitable pair at a time from my main algorithm, trades it to a net profit, grabs another one. It's just a constant feed of individual currency pairs that profit after profit after profit. There's a level of conservative / slowness that can happen with this feed. Doesn't mean that if we're looking at AUD CAD right now, doesn't mean that it couldn't run away on us. But guess what? I have, if you're copying my trades, I have the recovery system on my end. We'll take a look at it and we'll go, you know what, let's get out of this. Feel like it's going to go too far, you know, because we don't know what the market's going to do. And everybody starts to feel the pinch when it goes too far. Damn, now I'm going to cough. What the hell? Don't tell me I'm getting something just because it was 50 degrees last night. I am sniffling like a child. All right, let's see where we're at here. So that's the main algorithm. We looked at the free signal. We looked at my two separate copy trade fees that pretty much everyone's using. Let's jump into gold. Heard we had some success with that overnight. I don't believe we're in any trades. We are not. But this is my gold scalper feed, and it's $5.33. So it looks like it was struggling a little bit to make its $10 last night, and it didn't quite get there. I think that's just indicative of the fact that the market wasn't there. The market movement was not there. If we go over to the quotes section and look up gold, let's look at it on the chart here. I would imagine if we look at a higher time frame, oh, that was a good drop there. Interesting. So what were we in? We were in primarily, yeah, we were in sell trades, but there was just radical enough movement for it to go, you know what, I want out. Yeah, let's look at lower time frame, like 15-minute. Huh. So it started out the day with a climb up, pretty much sideways, and then a drop at the end. See what it was doing? It was selling up in this area, up in this price action area, and it was equal up and equal down, and it decided, okay, I'm out. Of course, it doesn't know this is going to happen, right? But it's doing its best to predict. So gold, looking good, feeling good, nothing running away on us there. Once in a while, gold does that. How many times has it done that to us? It's done it 3 times in the last year, maybe 4, certainly 3 times. All right, what are we looking at next? Looked at all of that. Stable profits feed Euro GBP is still right where it was yesterday. It's pushed against about 5-6 trades and it's just sitting there. Let's look at one of my well, it's not a test account. This is actually real. Let me pull it up and then I'll explain to you what we're looking at. This current algorithm, which I just made available to license holders inside of the group as a robot, your first recommended robot. So here is the results. What this does, this is the account, started it at 5,000 at the beginning of the week. And this is what's called a grid trader. It literally just enters a trade at, let's take a look at it here. GBP JPY. I've got this set to take a trade at a certain grid level, a certain amount of pips movement. It enters a buy and a sell. It moves, let's say 100 pips. It enters another buy and a sell. It cashes out the previous buy because it moved up that way. And then if it comes back down, it cashes out to sell. So it's buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. And I'm being very basic with it. But this is interesting. Stand by, I want to look at something behind the scenes here. Yeah, I'm right. So this is a grid trading system, and I tell it to get out at about $100 profit. In this particular case, because of the wacky market movement last night, I think it did the exact same thing as gold. It's like, okay, this thing's just going sideways, not going anywhere. It went ahead and got out at a $46 profit. Its intent, its goal is to go for about $100. So, but what's cool about this is it gets in, it gets out. It gets in and it gets out. It's not in the market all the time. If you're in the market all the time, guess what? You're just taking a lot more risk. Taking a lot more risk. Hell, I've traded in the past where I had a robot that would do exactly this. In fact, we're going to look at it next. It'll make $100 a day. But I was like, you know what? If I ask for it $100 a day, one of those days I get in trouble, and then I have to spend a week recovering. So what if I could avoid that one day, right? So I would just kind of turn it on and off. In fact, it's set up this way. Let me think about this one. I think this particular grid trading robot, and I recommend it if you're a license holder, you can see it inside the group. It's actually robot number 1 or 2. It's the grid. The point being, and I'm losing my train of thought here. Oh, it has a function in it to where you say, okay, make me $100 and shut off. So it'll make $100, it'll shut off, and there'll be a button there. I said this yesterday. It'll be a button on the screen that says, would you like to resume trading? And you can just be like, okay, do it now. And then it starts trading again, makes $100, shuts off. Pretty cool level of automation and money making. Like most people, I was an internet affiliate for 20 plus years, and I did really well. But most people as an affiliate don't make a dime. I can't necessarily tell you why. I think they just kind of try it and it doesn't automatically work for them, so they give up. But this is the type of thing. I went from affiliate marketing to this because I was like, well, as an affiliate, you know, I remember back in the day, God, if I could create $50 a day or $100 a day, I could survive. Well, hell, I spent $100,000 trying to figure out how to do that. I'm not even exaggerating. I could have taken that $100,000, traded a $5,000 account on Forex and made $50 a day and never had to sell, work, nothing. So that's one of the reasons I moved to Forex. All right, enough of the rants and stories. So what are we looking at next? Let's look at, I have not looked at this one. Let's see if this is worth looking at. This is one of my larger accounts. I think it was in a trade and it's just sitting there. Actually, no, it is. This is one of my larger accounts. It is trading the one profitable pair feed from my main algorithm. It's currently in an AUD CAD trade. Check this out overnight. Overnight, last night, $592. This thing's doing it. Look at it for the week. For the week, $21,711. That's real money. I'm actually trading that. That's real profit. This is real. This is a live account. If I could show you it, and not share the account number, I would. This is real. I notice, actually stand by, I notice sometimes I might be able to do this. Let me try something here. I've seen them on the internet, like grab the screen and drag it a little bit left and it'll show that it's a real account. I think they're full of it because it doesn't work that way. All right, so that's pretty impressive. Let's move on to the next. I want to show you this. I don't know if we looked at this. So this is another live account. This is me trading, and remember we just looked at the grid robot. I call it it's just a grid robot. Anyway, there's a lot of them out there, but my settings are very custom. The concept, the way that I think about robot trading is very custom. So I'll be transferring that to you guys. All right, so what we're going to look at now is the other robot I talked about, which is I call it the double hedge, right? Obviously it has a robot. Obviously it has a name. It's a commercial robot that I recommend out there. I don't say the names unless you're a subscriber, and then you obviously get a link to the bot. You see the name. It's just bots all over the internet, right? But without my settings, they don't really do much. They're good bots, but they'll blow the hell out of your account if you don't trade them in a certain way, if you don't think about them in a certain way, and if you don't have my custom settings. I'm not I'm not saying that my settings are magic, but they're pretty much magic, because this is what I do. All right, what I'm looking at here, I'm going to pull up the right thing. We're going to go look at my double hedge. Let's see here. And you know what? I think it's not even on this. I don't know why I keep saying that. I have it on two different accounts. Let me look. Okay, it's not that one. I'll have it for you here in a second. Pretty sure it's this one. And it is this one. Cool. This is a $3,000 account trading my recommended double hedge robot. This is I'm actually running this on another real account, has about 5,000 in it. This is taking the exact same trade on this account, so essentially copying to this account. So overnight it made exactly what I told it to. I said make $100 and shut off. So what's cool about this is this is crazy, the level of protection you get from this robot, because what it does is at a certain time, it will enter a buy and a sell. And you tell it when to do that. You obviously tell it what to bid for your account. And I'm bidding pretty high for a $3,000 account, like a $5 per pip lot size. But what's interesting is it goes into an automatic hedge. What happened here was the sell price moved in the proper direction. It trailed, has a trailing stop. It trailed that price. When the price backed out, it took out $171 worth of profit. And then the buy trade was actually, I was watching, it was about $400 in drawdown, well within the account's parameters. But I was like, all right, what's going to happen? And then the price bounced back. It took that profit, that sell profit on the bounce back, and it bounced all the way back nearly towards, obviously not all the way to the buy, because it closed down the buy at a $62 loss. But that gives the math $103 worth of profit. So this is one of the most impressive robots. It turns on, it turns off. You wake up in the morning, you got $100. Scale that to what you want. I mean, I'm doing $100 a day on a $3,000 account. Look at this. If we look back for the last week, it's made $500. So $500 a day, $500 a week. $500 a week, that's $2,000 a month profit on a $3,000 account. I'm telling you, these are impressive results. And if this runs away on you at some point because it's GBP JPY, you put my recovery system on it and you get out. You're only going to be in one or two trades when you're trying to get out. Like, that's it. It either takes two trades and gets the heck out at profit, or it will balance the trades on the next day if a trade is still open. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible algorithm. And I'm offering it, I'm recommending it. It's available right now inside the group if you're a license holder. Now, I made the current couple robot recommendations available to license holders only. If you're a subscriber, I'm going to be opening up some stuff. Give me some time. We're growing this into from a copy trading only system to a copy trading / robot trading system, and we're just going to grow that much more. You're going to learn so much. I'm going to literally teach you how to fish. Go grab a robot. We're going to look at our first one today. Go grab a robot, start trading it. And what we look at today will be, from a very basic kind of verbal level as opposed to specifically digging into settings. We'll do that tomorrow. All right. I don't know. That's impressive. I think all of this stuff is what I give to you guys is the best of the best stuff that I can find. I have my robot incubator running. I know at any given time what algorithm is working the best in the current market. The two that I recommend in the group right now, if you're a subscriber / license holder, if you're a license holder, there's two bots, the grid bot and the hedge bot. And I give you the settings. You can download them and be in the game. It's going to be an ongoing conversation because there's going to be a lot of questions. What about this? Could I do this? How do I do this? That I think it will really open up the interaction in the group. Now, what you've all been waiting for, the Random Trader series. What I'm going to do here is open an account that we have. In fact, let me just get it first because my brain can't do all of that at once. Let's see. It is this one here. I'll share it with you in a second. This is impressive. Vince likes this. What we do is we practice daily entering a random trade, random pair, random direction. We don't analyze the chart. We just enter a random trade and we manage it. And the idea behind it is, first off, to show your average person that doesn't know what's going on here how to enter a trade, what to look at, what to think of. Literally a strategy for just learning how to enter. And yes, it's a strategy. No, we're not using any indicators. We're not doing any chart analysis. All this bullshit. We're not setting a stop loss. Everything that you've been told. What if, my friend, everything you've been told was a lie? I get it, right? Well, how the hell is me, Terry, that guy that figured out it was all a lie? I'm telling you right now. I probably just luck, right? Just like you'll see my trading account today is just pure luck, right? It's just, getting lucky. What we're doing is we're using this account to learn how to manage how the market moves, what to do. And a lot of these automated algorithms do all of this for you. I'm doing it from a manual standpoint here to really teach. Now, we started this out as a $5,000 account. We're up $9,848 in at least a week. All right, let's go look at the results. We entered a trade yesterday. Let's see, did it close? It closed at $1,434.58. I'm sorry, net profit, $1,404.83. If you didn't just fall off your chair and gasp for air because you saw me enter this yesterday, this thing, let me tell you the emotional roller coaster that a trade like this will send you through if you're an emotional cuss. Okay, that's a technical term. Yes, I am your therapist. I'm not your father, but I'm your therapist. So what we do is we entered a random sell trade. We spun the wheel. We'll do it again today. Put our lot size at 2.7, trying to get ourselves about a 2,000% margin level once we're in that trade. We got exactly that. And I set the take profit really high. I actually manually took profit on this when I woke up. I woke up and saw $1,400 worth of profit and a little bit farther to go to hit my take profit. And I'm like, you know what? I'm taking it. You would too. If this was your account, you'd take $1,400 all day long. Now, If I look at the week's worth of results, $4,830.55 in the last 5 trading days, entering random trades, no analysis, nothing, and managing them. Not one loss. It's going to happen. I get it. It's going to happen. The market's going to go fucking ape shit on us. That's the point behind doing this. It's a video game. You're getting all headshots here. Well, at some point, someone's going to give you a shot. And if you're good, you'll be able to avoid that, or you'll be able to manage it. And that's essentially what we're doing. What's weird is I'm wanting to take these random trades so I can get a little bit in trouble on the account, and I can show you how to manage it. And it's not happening. But that's okay, because I'm going to show you that although my skill and luck in entry here will also carry over when I need to manage the account. When it's gone too far, or it's pulled back a little bit, and we enter another trade. That's it. That's it. That's all we're going to do. So what you get to see today, which is pretty much the thing that's repeating over and over, is you get to see, if you don't know how, to enter a trade. And then I literally look at this thing. I think one of the big psychological takeaways from this is to enter, and I know you probably couldn't do this, but if you enter and you only look at it once every 12 to 24 hours, wow, we're getting a bunch of trades going off here. Euro AUD from the main algorithm. Interesting. Some decent movement this morning. I'm losing my train of thought. That thing is just going off. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Ding, 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 ding. That is my automated algorithm, taking trades, placing trades, taking profit, closing trades, so on and so forth. Back to what I was saying here. So you get to see how I enter a trade, just kind of technically, and I want this to go against us. I want to show you the stick and weave that I do when the market starts to smack me around a little bit. But you'll see it's pretty consistent. If a trade goes against me a little bit, I'm probably going to enter into another trade. If it goes way against me, I'm going to put the recovery system on it. We'll watch what the recovery system does. We'll get a feel for whether we put it on too late. Too early is not a big deal. Put it on too late, big deal. You could lose the account. But we're also playing with some, again, we started, you can see at the top here, we started with $5,000. This is now near $10,000. We've nearly doubled the account in 5 days of random trades. We're not, I mean, I don't know what other word to use to explain it, but we're doing this randomly. So let me pull up the random wheel here, and we are going to enter another random trade. Do this along with me. Open up a demo account. You don't know how to do that, get into the group, start asking, Google it, YouTube it. Open up a demo account. All the information in the group is there. All right, I am now going to share this with you. Here we grow. I'm going to click to spin, and let's see what our random trade is for the day. Hoping we get something that goes against us. Looks like it's going to be, wow, that's a nice pair. GBP USD buy. GBP USD buy, I like it. I want you to understand, no analysis. We're just going to enter GBP USD buy. So let's see, let's go to the quotes screen, lower left-hand corner. Let me pull this up so I can see it also. There we go. Quotes on the lower left-hand corner, GBP USD. Do we have it in our list here? There it is. I'm going to hold my thumb over it. I'm going to get to the trade section. What do we say? I always forget the GBP USD buy. All right, so we're on GBP USD 2.7. We've gained quite a bit of profit. I'm going to put this, I'm going to click this at the top here, and I'm going to change the lot size to 3.0 instead of 2.70 or $27. So I'm going to go, I mean, what's interesting is I probably should overbid, but it's just, it's just not going against us. I'm going to stick with something realistic. 3.00, $30 per pip, and we said buy. So I'm going to hit the buy section here, and we will be in a trade. Buy. There we are. Now you can see from 2.7 lot size yesterday was at about 2,000% margin level. Now 3.0 is at 1,200. That's pretty low. So we're already nearing a danger area. So I probably did overbid. Here it is jumping into profit. So what we need to do is we need to go look at this pair, and I'm not calling this analysis. We're going to go look at what the chart's doing. But am I going to analyze it in a sense? But I'm going to look left and make a guess on where I think the price might go based off of what it's been doing. It's a pure random guess. Pure random guess. So let's go look at the chart here. So what are we in? We're in a buy trade, and we're right there in the middle. If I'm buying, look at some different time frames here. Here's the 1 hour. That's interesting. That's what I'm going to go for. Do you see the top here? The tops of these candles and the tops of these candles. I'm going to set my take profit in that area. So to do that, I click the symbol up here. I'm going to grab a horizontal line. Just click this. This is how it's done on mobile. It's a lot easier on desktop. So I put the line on the chart. I can move it around here. Let's set it at the top. We'll be looking for a breakout here. Let's set it at the top of these wicks. At least right there. Let's see what this looks like on the 15-minute. Yeah, I like that. Come back to the 1 hour. So what I'm looking for here is I'm looking to see what that price is where I put that red line on the chart. It's 1.27960. But a lot of times it's hard to see that. So I'm going to hold my finger over this little white dot on the line I put on the chart. We're going to get properties. We'll click that. I'm going to click where it says the point right there. I want that price. That's where I want my take profit to be. So I'm going to click it, double click it, copy it. I'm done in the upper right hand corner. Now I'm going to go to the trade itself. I'm going to hold my thumb over it, go to the modify option. I'm going to put my take profit in this area. So once I click it, it's going to put a price in there. It's not what I want. I'm going to double click it, paste, and now I've got the price that I copied. I'm going to hit modify. And you'll see now that we are at a take profit of 1.27960. So back to the chart here. I'm going to get rid of that line. And you can see that's my take profit up top there. There's my entry. We're in a little bit of a pullback here. I don't know if it's going there. I don't really care. I'm a trader, right? And I'm going to manage the trade. I saw that Vince had said this. I've actually been hoping for a random trade to go against us so we can see how to scale in and manage it. Yeah, that's what I want to do. But what's cool about this is you don't necessarily have to do that all the time. We literally could trade for the next year and never have to do that. Absolutely luck of the draw. But I'm telling you right now, it's literally what I will do is I will look at this. You can see we're $162 in drawdown, 140, whatever. At some point, it could go far enough against us to where that margin level percent, you see it's at 1200 right now. If that thing started getting down around 800, I would look at the chart and go, do I want to scale into one more trade, which is going to hit my 800% margin level, probably down to 400 or 500, and see if it comes back into profit, see if I can make the original trade a little bit negative and the second trade positive, more positive than the negative, and I could get out, right? Now, I can also, like we're taking $1,400 profit last night. we could get ourselves into a scenario where we're like, man, this is just not going in our direction. I want to get out at break even, or and maybe the market gives us that opportunity. We just got out, or we're like, you know what, it's gone too far. I don't think I can control this. I'm in the wrong direction. Put the auto recovery system on there, and the auto recovery system is not 100%. It's probably well into the 90% range. It's all when you catch it. Like, this is completely, unless I sit here and stare at this, I might look at this in 12 hours and it's $2,000 in drawdown. I'm like, uh-oh, we're in trouble, right? But I will tell you that probably the big secret is being non-emotionally attached to any of this. You're like, I know exactly what to do. It's an absolute video game gut feeling. It's not always, when you're making headshots in the video game, it's not always a 6-degree angle, 400 yards. It's angles all over the place and all kinds of different distances, and you're also taking fire. Like, it's an absolute video game. It's a skill set. It's a gut feeling. It's practice. You need to get yourself to the point where you're like, I've seen this before. This is not going well, but I know exactly what to do. I either scale into another trade or I put the auto recovery system on it. I've literally oversimplified the entire Forex game to you. Start an account, take a random trade, manage it. You don't like it, put the auto recovery system on it. And I'm already set up, like this particular account we're looking at. It's already up on my server. It's already on MetaTrader 4. I've got the recovery system ready to just literally drag and drop it onto the chart. I'm ready to go. We just haven't needed it. One thing I want to say is about emotions again. So if you look at this trade that we took yesterday that was like $1,400 in profit. What was it? Yeah, 1404.83. $1,400 in profit. Last night, literally even after a few hours of entering the trade, it was about $700 or $800 profit. And I thought, I had the impulse to go, give it to me, I'll take that profit. And I went, nope, this has to be a teaching moment. So I'm going to let it go, right? I woke up this morning and I remember it being maybe $80 in drawdown last night. So it went from $800 profit to $80 in drawdown. I'm like, all right, good. Maybe we're going to get something that goes against us. I wake up this morning and it's $1,400 in profit. And I'm like, yeah, I'd be stupid not to take that right now. Pretty simple. So if that was CAD JPY, let's go look at something. CAD JPY sell. Let's take a look at something here. Let's look at CAD JPY on the chart. Let's look at the 4-hour. Let's see. So here's my point. So if it took profit at, let me see here, at 102.915. No, that's what I had it set at. We took it at 103.482. So follow along with me. I'm going to put a line on the chart. 103.482. So let's see if I can see this. 103, pretty much right there. So it's went even farther. You can see we took profit right here. It's all the way down here. I shouldn't say all the way, but it's down there. This probably would have been it probably would have hit the take profit that I was going for. This probably would have been a 2,000 plus profit trade. So, yeah, I mean, just because we're having so much success with this random trade entry, I don't want to talk too much shit about the market, but come on. If this is all you have to do, imagine how good all of the automated algorithms are that I have. All the different bots that I recommend, my particular algorithm. You just end up having a knack for this stuff. You just have to have a knack for it. How do you get that? You do exactly what we're doing. You practice with random trade entries. Set yourself up a demo account. Follow along with my trade entry. You got my numbers here. Buy entry and profit, take profit of 1.27960. Let's go look at this on the chart one more time. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah. I don't know if it's going there, but feeling pretty good right now. We'll see. So that's it for Tuesday, April 8th. I'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday, April 9th. We'll look at all of this stuff. Um, Actually, you know what? I'm not stopping. I'm supposed to show you a robot. All right. I can't believe that I forgot about that. You guys are like, wait, the robot. So let me take you down this path. I'm going to make this real quick because it's just an introduction to robot trading. For those of you that have the tenacity, I'm going to show you a free robot, and I'm going to start doing that with brand new members. I'm going to put together a simple training, like something that takes no longer than 5 or 10 minute type training, if I can do that. That shows you here. Let me show you the entire gamut of getting, installing, setting up, and running a robot. And I'm going to do it with a free robot. Well, here's what's interesting is there is every kind of free robot out there that you ever wanted. They will blow your account. I have the skill set to run a free robot and typically have it do really, really well with either specific settings in the robot or to manipulate those settings through copying it to another account and manipulating those trades through a copy. So you'll see that's kind of my skill set. But what I'm kind of the challenge here is I'm going to show you a free robot. If you know how to run these things, go run it, please. Go run it, please. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it. Maybe here's the best way to look at it. I'll probably set up some sort of challenge where you run the robot for a week, assuming you even know how. I will do a training on how to do it. But I'd rather just have someone kind of try to figure this out, run it for a week. I want you to run it for a week, and we'll see what it does. And then I'll show you what my settings do running it for the exact same week. Because I can go back, and which I already have. I've purchased the historical data, so I can run that robot in the exact same data you did, but with different settings, and show you literally, potentially, worlds apart of what happened on your end. So let me share this with you. Let's go here. Let's go here. I'm going to take you, and here's something you're going to want to do. This is the MQL5.com, MetaQuotesLanguage5.com, MQL5.com website. You're going to want, if you're trading with me, or you're trading at all, and I'll show you what not to get suckered into, but this is a, what do I want to say? This is literally a robot, MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 robot shopping mall. And there's millions and millions of stores. You can get indicators, so on and so forth. Let me show you one of the first free robots, or more so the concept of the first free robot, because there's a lot of them that will do what I'm about to show you. So what you do is create a free account here. You need to have a free MQL5 account. Create one. It is completely available for you to do that. So I'm going to click on Market here in the upper left-hand corner. I'm going to go to the MetaTrader 4 section, and I'm going to go to Experts. That way I'm looking at all of the MetaTrader 4 experts. There are page after page after page after page of robots, but right here in the tab section it says free. There are 2 pages of robots, free robots. Let me see how many they are. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I mean 60 on one page, and it just, what's there, 14 pages? Like, just pure insanity, okay? But what I'm going to do is I want you to type in, and this is going to be one of the first robots basically when someone comes into the group, one of the modules they're going to have is this is how you run a robot, right? So I'm going to go to an indicator. I want a robot based off of the RSI indicator. So I'm going to type in RSI in the free section here, and you're going to see a lot of these robots are associated with the RSI, or the relative strength index indicator. Now, I'll point out a couple here that I would suggest, but I believe there's one. I will see it here. I believe it's this one. It is the free RSI EA. I think this is the one. So once I click this, it'll open up in a new page. And this is free. I think this is the one that I've run in the past. If that changes based off of me actually setting this up tomorrow, then I'll tell you which robot it is. I'm pretty sure it's this one. I mean, there's so many of them. Really, you just want an RSI robot. A lot of times they'll take the RSI indicator in a robot and they'll stack on the MACD and the stochastic and all these other indicators, and you really don't need all that. This looks pretty simple. So if you look at the settings of the robot, they talk about them here. First one, the lot size. Okay. Great. We're going to set the lot size. That is relevant to the size of your account. And then it says allow buy and allow sell. I would do both of those. Start hour, you can start right away. End hour, this just allows you to trade inside of a window. I typically tell mine to, start at a certain time and then literally don't trade an hour before New York close and an hour after Asia open. So between 4 and 6 p.m. Eastern time, I'm like, don't trade. It's because during those markets, in the market, when New York closes and Asia opens, or actually Australia and then Asia, the spread, the fees go really high. So I just tell it, don't trade. Anyway, RSI settings, and then when do you want it to buy? When do you want it to sell? And then one of the things you'll start to learn is that if you ran this robot on 3 different charts, each chart would need to have a different magic number. The magic number is basically, hey, Mr. Robot, these are the trades on this currency pair that you're trading. If you see other trades on another currency pair, don't manage those. Well, the way you tell it to do that is you give each currency pair chart a magic number. What is it? I don't know. It's magic, right? It's just a number. You give each robot a different number. And this is one of the simplest robots ever. Now, here's what's interesting. If you don't know how, like you're going to click the download button, that ain't going to work. The reason I say that you create an MQL5 account is that you can actually log into your MQL5 account, the free account, right inside of MetaTrader 4. And then when you go to the marketplace, you literally can search for free RSI EA. It will show up right inside of MetaTrader 4, and you can click the install button and you'll immediately have it. You can then drag it to a chart, open up the settings, and set your lot size, tell it if you want to buy or sell. We're going to do both, and tell it when to buy and sell based off the RSI indicator. So this, if it works the way that I suspect it will, because I'm pretty good at getting the RSI to work good with a robot, you'll be overly impressed. But more so, it's not impressed because it's a free robot. More so, it's not impressive because you're going to be dangerous now and you can go run all kinds of robots. What will be impressive about it is you'll be able to see my ability to manipulate the shit out of it and get it to work probably better than you can. I'm not challenging you. Some people know how to run these things. Most people don't. Most people don't. And I just want to impress you with the ability to run something like this. And it's free. You're going to be like, how can this be free? It's free. But if you don't know how to set it up, if you don't know how to run it, if you don't know what settings to put into it, if you don't know when to change the settings based off of the market conditions, then it just runs you into the ground. You lose your money, and that's no fun. Otherwise, this thing will absolutely and will be massively profitable. Here's where my confidence level goes through the roof, and I'll end with this. In fact, let me come back here. My confidence level goes through the roof because if I was a robot trader following me, and I'm like, man, your settings are killing it. I'm doing really well. And all of a sudden we get a market move that's like, my account it's not doing good. What do I do? Well, here's the recovery system. Drag and drop it onto the current robot. It will remove that RSI robot and it will recover your entire account potentially, as long as you didn't run it too far into the ground. So the fact that you become, the robot trading puppeteer, the puppet master, like I have indicated I am, more jokingly. It's not, my ego's not that big, as far as you know. But yeah, you're able to puppet master the Forex market and play the video game, and certainly take some risk, gamble a little, and make some really nice profits without selling things to people, without talking to people, without doing marketing, without doing advertising. You literally can just pull out $100 from the market whenever you feel like it. I love that. If that's not a skill set you want, you probably shouldn't be here. But if you'd like to just turn on an automated bot on one of your accounts and pull out $100, you just think how far that'll go. I'm of the ilk that all of those profits I'm holding in Bitcoin. But there was a time when I would trade manually while I was at dinner and attempt to pay for my dinner. I did it like 9.5 times out of 10. I'm like, dinner is $74. All right, I need to make $74. I would go outside the restaurant, sit on a bench or something, go in, pull up an account, pull up US 30 or something, and I'd be like, all right, trying to make $75. Boom, made it. So I just paid for my dinner. That's fun too. If you have that skill set, that is fun. All right, we've had enough. I just talked for 56 minutes, but you did get a little bit of a robot lesson. I didn't tell you how to do it. I get it, but I planted a seed, what we're going to do, where you can do this, and I will either do a live training session, but probably more importantly, I'll do a recorded training session, script it out, and give you the fewest words I can for you to get that up and running and run a robot yourself and be really impressed with the settings that you get out of the box and then the settings that I give you. I know there's not a lot of settings in that. It's really literally one or two that you could manipulate, but you'll see. That's all it takes. So I'll send you out with this. Appreciate you watching. I'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday, April 9th, and I'll see you inside the group. Take care.
Investor alert. If you have $10,000 or more, you can now put that money to work for you, all while generating profits on autopilot. This revolutionary automated trading algorithm is available to all savvy investors who want to keep their funds liquid, yet also outpace the most common markets. Currently, the best long-term investment is Bitcoin, and this system can generate Bitcoin profits direct to your crypto wallet at your discretion. Current yearly returns holding Bitcoin are in the 150% plus range. This automated system allows you to diversify your portfolio and reap rewards previously unheard of. You are in full control. You own the trading account. We simply copy our daily profitable trades directly to your account, and you withdraw profits at will. Your funds remain under your control and accessible at any time. You get a free 14-day trial, and that puts you in a zero-risk situation, allowing you to experience the power of this automated trading system in real time before putting your own funds to work for you. Visit fxwithterry.com and plug into full automation today. Also, be sure to inquire about the portfolio manager level if you have 20,000 or more, which can remain liquid and produce daily profits that can be held in Bitcoin. Visit fxwithterry.com and plug into savvy investing today.
Thank you for joining us on the Forex Trading Daily Live Show. Get access to all of the free trades with full auto trading at fxwithterry.com. Be sure to subscribe and get notified of the daily live stream. And get ready for your next profitable Forex trade.